What's up, everybody? This is Greg, host of the Arc of Wrestling podcast. I am here live over at twitch.tv/Arc of Wrestling, or you always catch us over at lagspike.tv/Arc of Wrestling. And we are here live with our Slammiversary review show. And we are here with two special guests, but let me introduce you to the art crew that's with us today. We have Mike, and Mike is just not here to even take the introduction. Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter is here. Jonesy.
Where's my fucking promo?
You're not getting a promo. I
Where's
thought we already discussed this. You were gone.
No promo for you.
You were gone
For
a month.
3 months.
You were gone for a month because you didn't buy a computer.
Yeah, right.
Because you're
More than a month.
too poor to buy a computer.
I'm not too poor.
Then you would have one right now.
It's
I
too busy
have-
at the gym.
I have $2,000. in
Mike,
my
I
check.
introduced you and you were gone.
I'm sorry, I had my mic muted.
Oh, well, that sucks.
I'm here.
Mike's here, everybody, and that's it with the art crew. Who knows who's gonna jump in later
No,
on?
you didn't even say Jonesy.
Yeah, I said
I
Jonesy.
did.
You're the
Yeah, I
last
did.
person I said.
No, you said Mike.
Hunter, am I gonna have to?
Smack
I'm
up.
in prime.
Oh wait, Hunter,
You're in
I'm. Yeah. I'm
You're
just.
prime what?
Yeah,
What a great start.
our guest for today, wrestling
Wait.
What?
Hunter, you're in prime what?
Okay,
Thank you, Hunter.
let's introduce our guest for
number
today. Returning guest. He is the man who created Wrestling with Subtitles. What the hell? I'm not gonna be able to introduce our guest for the entire show. It's gonna be impossible. The man who created Hunter. I'm gonna fucking from Wrestling with Subtitles, Max. Say hello, Max.
Hey guys, pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Eesh.
Long day, but it's been good. And Hunter's just making it a lot longer, but oh well. And another guest of ours, he is an independent wrestler, Dr. Quack. How's it going?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, definitely, man. You are actually our first independent wrestler on the show. So, congratulations.
Second.
Who's
Chris J was on last week.
Who the oh, okay, yeah, Chris J.
Yeah, he was on
No,
last
he
week.
doesn't count.
What was I doing last week?
You were on vacation.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Damn, it's already been a week. Alright, well, I want to first talk to Max really quickly, because the last time you were on our show, I believe it's been a good, 4 or 5 months now since we last had you on, and we were talking about you getting you're pretty strong on Twitter right now. You were doing a lot of your stuff. I think TNA announced that they were putting subtitles on their DVDs around that time. And what we just learned recently was WWE is now putting subtitles on their DVDs. And your mission's accomplished, necessarily. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, WWE is going to be releasing their brand new DVDs. The next 3 actually are going to have subtitles on the Region 1, which is North America. All of their DVDs are going to have captions for the deaf and hard of hearing. So, mission accomplished.
Woo! with the support of the Arc of Wrestling universe, we achieved it. We helped Max.
What a humanity.
Definitely. It was more people supporting me than TNA.
All right. Let me ask you a quick couple questions. Did you ever get in contact with WWE about your movement?
No, there are a bunch of shitbags over there.
All right.
They're not very conducive to helping anybody that's not already in the business.
Yeah.
So I sent them several emails. I sent them the petition that garnered 1,500 signatures, and I didn't hear anything back. TNA, on the other hand, emailed me and told me that it was, in due part to my effort. So WWE didn't do anything, but Dolph Ziggler tweeted me and told me to congrats. So I take that as a win.
Very nice. And you've had other wrestlers come into support with you in the past.
Oh yeah, over 50.
Over 50. That's a large number for at least wrestlers alone.
Yeah, it got really big, and then I took most of February off, not really doing anything with the project, and I was just able to get. I was able to find out that WWE's top 25 rivalries of all time DVD that came out like last week.
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted me the picture that on the back of the cover they have the closed caption logo on it.
Oh, very nice.
I did some digging, and the next 3 releases will have subtitles. So I'm assuming that they're just going to do it from now on. But regardless, I mean, if 4 DVDs are all that they're going to do, then that's 4 more DVDs that the deaf can enjoy. So
very nice. And what are your plans now?
Well, I'm the social media director over at thewrestlinggame.com. We actually just started up our own podcast, which is going to be up on radioinfluence.com. They're a bunch of cool guys.
Oh, wow. All right. Because I remember those guys because they actually got into contact with us.
Yeah, they tried begging us to be on.
Yeah, when we were right before we joined Lagspike, when we left Main Event Network, they got into contact with us when we were trying to negotiate something with, and they wanted us on. And frankly, if we weren't even had plans to go with Lagspike, we would have probably gone with them. Yeah,
they're a bunch of cool guys. So that's gonna take up most of my time. I'm still gonna work and try to get Ring of Honor and DG USA and Chikara. I'm gonna try to get them on board, but those are smaller companies that don't have the financing available to do something like that. But other than that, I mean, WrestlingWithSubtitles.com is up. It's gonna be a blog site. I might even start up my own podcast for wrestling and my personal opinions on it. So other than that, I mean, it's just keep on living on. So
awesome. Well, congratulations on everything you've achieved as of now. If you ever need a guest for the podcast, I am always willing to be on. Don't listen to these other assholes, though. They don't know shit about wrestling.
He's pretty much an attention whore, so it's okay. He'll do anything.
That's later on, if you want to hear our interview with Dr. Quack, it's just going to be after our Slammiversary review, just to let everybody know. I'm very excited to talk to him. Long history, right, Dr. Quack?
Yes, sir. I've been doing this about 15 years.
Very nice. That sounds like a...
Holy balls, you better have some good stories.
Some excellent stories. I say we start off with the Slammiversary pay-per-view now. TNA's second biggest show of the year, I guess.
It's their anniversary.
Yeah, pretty much is, following Bound for Glory. We start off the actual pay-per-view with the Ultimate X for the X Division title, Chris Sabin, Suicide, and Kenny King. Very surprising match because I was kind of afraid for Suicide's performance. He's being played by T.J. Perkins.
Yep.
Right. And he did excellent. He had an amazing spot near the end of the match where he did a nice leg drop where he kind of moved around the ropes really quickly. But
I like that match in general.
The entire feel of that match felt very very nice, especially for an X Division match. How that entire division's been kind of slow since Austin Aries left it.
It's so since Zima Ion won the belt.
You just don't like Zima Ion, though, Mike.
No, I don't.
That sucks.
What kind of name is Zima Ion?
A gay one.
Drink.
Just look at it. Look at his attire. He comes out looking like a drag queen.
Kind of looks like almost like a coke addict. His hair.
No, Jeff Hardy has that covered. Come on now.
Jeff Hardy freaking sporting a nice little beard going on today.
Jeff Hardy is a... What? Oh,
Hunter.
I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him till he fixes his echo.
He just keeps on moving around. All right, Mike, continue.
I forgot what I was gonna say now.
All right. All right.
Saying about Jim Ion?
No, I was going to insult Jeff Hardy some more.
Well, when is that never a good opportunity to insult?
It's always a good opportunity to insult Jeff Hardy.
Exactly. Winner and new X Division champion Chris Sabin after Kenny King falls from the rope and Sabin was able to win. It was because from a second I thought Sabin like poked King in the eye, but looked like he just fell to the mat. He couldn't keep himself up any longer. But anyways,
And then he hit himself with the belt. It looks like, and got all bloodied up.
So he hit himself with the belt?
Yeah,
Is that how he got busted open?
Yeah, I think he pulled it off of the. off the rope, and it hit him right on the hairline, and that's where he was bleeding from.
Sucks. That's a stupid way to get busted open. Because he was bleeding quite a lot for what I thought was just like a regular hit to the head.
Yeah, I mean those belts are sharp.
I thought he got rammed into the post, or I didn't know he actually hit himself in the head with the belt. What an idiot!
All right. So with the winner Chris Sabin, Hulk Hogan comes out after the match and reminds everybody that that Destination X again this year, the X Division champion will get the opportunity to cash in for the world title shot. So there you have Hogan setting up the stage for Sabin possibly cashing in. And
how long have they been doing that? Did they?
It started last year with Austin Aries.
So they stole it from WWE with the belt.
What do you mean?
Briefcase.
Well,
Money in the bank, pretty much.
No,
not really, because the briefcase isn't a belt.
And the briefcase isn't a complete guarantee.
So you cash it in.
What happens is
you can only
if Sabin sets up the match at Destination X, he will vacant the X Division title at the pay-per-view, and they'll have another Ultimate X match.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't watch fucking TNA, so.
Obviously, and I'm not even sure if you watch WWE anymore too.
No, I watch SmackDown and Raw.
Oh, all right.
But how are they gonna do with Destination X? There's no pay-per-view called Destination X. It's gone.
It's gone?
Yeah, there's only 4 pay-per-views this year.
Well, Hogan's saying that they're going to be doing it at Destination X again this year.
I think it might be one of their 8 one night only ones.
They've already did the X Division pay-per-view.
Oh, see, then Hogan was on drugs.
They did it.
I thought he was kind of high. Like even someone on Twitter said, "Yo, Hogan's high as hell tonight."
They did the X Division pay-per-view in April.
Yeah, I think Hogan was drunk. Drunk off his ass.
Well, after he fucked up his hand, he probably was drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't even deal with the pain.
The promo that he did after this match speaks a lot of words. He pretty much told Garrett Bischoff that he was a pussy, and he flips him off too. He calls them pussies, and then he flips him off, and then he's telling Garrett Bischoff to shut the fuck up, and that his father was a bitch, and that he was a bitch.
He didn't didn't tell him to shut the fuck up.
Well, no, he didn't say shut the fuck up, but he was definitely going at Bischoff, and that was almost like a full Attitude Era Hogan going on right there.
He flipped him off too.
Yeah.
I was like, why?
It could be relevant.
It looked like Hogan. It looked like Hogan forgot what he was supposed to say during a promo, and so he decided to fucking cuss at them. Oh, that was funny. And everybody afterwards
Hogan.
saying that was like the best work Hogan's done in years.
Get off my lawn, brother.
And
those damn kids.
And then he sets up a match that I thought was already booked in the first place. Mr. Anderson, Wes Briscoe, and Garrett Bischoff versus Magnus, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy. I thought this match was already announced and set for the pay-per-view, but apparently it wasn't.
It was. Hogan just screwed up and botched that.
Because everybody was like, what? Jeff Hardy's back? I'm like, wait, I thought it's been announced for a while that Hardy was coming back. Oh, well.
Yeah. But by the way, oh my god, that finish to that match was horrible. Horrible. Wes Briscoe should be fired.
When Briscoe took out Magnus, but then...
No. The finish.
When Hardy nails the Swanton on Briscoe.
The two twists of fate. Those were the most horrible sells. The whole fluency, if that's even a word. The match sucked that bad. It's making me make up words.
Isn't the twist of fate basically a stunner now?
Yeah, but it just sucked, and they did it again, and it still sucked. How many times can you screw up a finisher or a signature on a live pay-per-view? Wes Briscoe should be canned.
There's a lot
Is
of...
Wes Briscoe the one that looks like Marty Jannetty?
Yes.
Okay.
Even I was like, for a second, he does look like Marty Jannetty.
But the funny thing is, Marty Jannetty has more talent in his pinky than Wes Briscoe has.
Damn, Mike, hating on these kids. They're just kids starting out in the company.
They should stop being trash. Sam, I mean, I don't care how long they've been. If you're gonna stink it up on pay-per-view, this is the second pay-per-view in a row that Wes Briscoe has stunk it up.
Well, let's quickly just say who won the match: Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, Magnus.
Didn't your mother teach you not to say anything if you don't have anything nice to say?
Shouldn't your mother should have swallowed you?
Whoa! Wait, what?
Mike, that's not very nice.
I don't care.
This is a PG show, sir.
No, it's not.
There are kids listening to the show.
And I apologize to Jeremiah's students for listening.
Well, it sounds like he couldn't get his comeback if he lived in a sperm bank.
What's up, Hunter? Is you gonna say something now?
Hunter is silent. I've never heard him so quiet. That was amazing.
Hunter is no selling harder than Hogan.
What's selling, brother?
Oh man. Yeah.
So that's most of the show now.
So that 6-man tag. What else was that match about? Nothing much. Poor Magnus. He's not gonna get the push he deserves. Him, Hernandez, and Samoa Joe aren't gonna be going anywhere in TNA soon. And poor Samoa
Magnus.
Joe.
Like, he's really solid in the ring.
Oh hell yeah, he is excellent in the ring. He's pulled out some great matches.
Yeah, and I've only seen him in a handful of matches since I don't watch TNA on usually. But this was he pulled his shit out there,
That's TNA. It's TNA's version of White Barrett.
But it's like a good version. I think
you're saying Larry Barrett's bad.
I'm not saying Barrett's bad. I think he just hasn't found his chemistry yet. And I feel Magnus has already found his, but the problem is they're not utilizing to its full advantage. I think Magnus has a lot of potential that if they just gave him the chance, he will be able to run with it. I think Barrett still needs to work on... personally, I think Barrett still needs to work on his promo skills, at the very least. I think he has the character to push a promo, but when it comes to putting it together, he doesn't have the right formula going right now. But yeah.
I gotta check with Hunter. Hunter, are you alright? You're not cutting yourself, are you?
Yo, Hunter's
Mike.
in the bathroom.
Shut your mouth.
He's cleaning his asshole after that fucking beating.
It's okay.
Jeremy Borash is backstage with Joseph Park, and he suddenly gets attacked by Devon and Knox, and pretty much take him out before his match.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. Gut check finals: Jay Bradley versus Sam Shaw.
That match sucked too.
I kind of like Jay Bradley, but he looks way like... I like guys with characters. I like guys with gimmicks, and personally, I'm not too interested in either one of these guys.
He looked like somebody that you would create in SmackDown versus Raw.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a generic Caw almost, with the really shitty tattoos, and No personality whatsoever. But
and that's the problem. That's the problem with today. You got to be able to grab the audience.
You need to have characters. I think gimmicks. While a lot of people they kind of turn their backs away from gimmicks. Gimmicks help build character. If you give an actor, if you just tell an actor, hey, be you, that's not their job. Their job is to be someone else. And if you give them a personality to go by, they can improve tremendously, not only on the mic, but in the ring as well. Because you're able to build a sort of ring work around that persona. And when TNA is filled with these cookie cutter wrestlers nowadays, even you could go check OVW and they're filled with that kind of people. It's people who don't have the look. They look very bland. They could have talent, but talent isn't gonna get you far in pro wrestling. You're gonna have to be entertaining.
And Jay Bradley is not entertaining.
Oh no, but he has the ring work. I've watched some of the videos on YouTube, and he's actually a decent wrestler. I just can't see him holding a promo by himself. He would need a manager to follow him around. And this is where managing helps.
Like you look at Jack Swagger, how he's got Zeb Collier over there cutting his promos for him. He's a great worker in the ring, but
yeah, he wouldn't be able to hold a promo by himself. And it's just, there's people who are like that they have a lot of talent and they deserve a lot more, but it's because of their mic work that holds them back. So you need to figure out who these guys need. Do they need a manager? Do they need a valet? Sometimes they could be very quiet and just have a lady follow them around and not give them a lot more attention. I think TNA has lost the ability to create, because they used to have some really good fucking people as managers. They had Team Canada with what's his name, Mike?
What's up?
What's the guy who managed Team Canada back
Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, there we go. Scott D'Amore was awesome, from what I remember of them. And TNA had a good formula running when they first started. Now I think they need to start working on getting that formula back. Like Joseph Park, I would have rather had him as a manager role rather than a wrestler like he's playing on now. But speaking of Joseph Park, the TNA television match, Joseph Park versus Devon.
I bet that was a great match.
It was 100% predictable.
You better not be breaking this kayfabe. I'll cry.
Well, guess what? I'm about to break the kayfabe because it was completely predictable.
Yeah, because even Devon's promo afterwards was kind of predictable.
They were like, hey guys, they were like, we beat up Joseph Park, now we're beating up Abyss, and then out comes Abyss.
Okay, so what happens is Joseph Parks earlier in the show, Joseph Park got hurt, got destroyed by Devon and Knox. So Devon tells the ref to go for the bell, and he counts to 10. Devon wins, essentially because Joseph Park doesn't appear. So he's on the mic and he's saying, if Joseph Park was out here, I'd whoop his ass. And if Abyss was out here, I'd do the same like I do with Park. I'd whip his ass too. And then what happens? Abyss comes out. And in a quick match, essentially, Abyss becomes the new TV champion.
They're going to reverse it and go...
There was a TV title match?
They're going to reverse it and go, oh, Abyss wasn't legal. Derp, 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 derp.
I'm still remembering about the rule about the TV title is going to be defended every TV taping, and then they completely dropped it.
I remembered that too, and then I remembered the TV belt's useless.
Oh man, what, the TV belt was the Legends Championship?
It was the Legends title, then it was the Global title, then it was the TV belt.
That's so stupid.
And the TV belt was relevant when Samoa Joe had it. That's the only time it had relevancy.
It hasn't even had a long reign, so you can't really even say that had relevancy at all.
But he was still defending it every week.
Yeah. Anyways, with Abyss as champion, Dixie Carter comes out to announce the new TNA Hall of Famer. who's gonna be inducted at Bound for Glory this year. And,
TNA has its own Hall of Fame.
Yes, Hunter, catching up later. And the new person who will be joining the TNA Hall of Fame, Kurt Angle.
It's going to be really shitty when he goes to WWE in a couple of years to do that WrestleMania reunion.
You could be like, what? What's TNA? I know what you're talking about. I got my WWE Hall of Fame under my belt. You know, that's essentially... I love how TNA was downplaying that WWE didn't even exist during their Hall of Fame, during the little vignette they were showing of Kurt Angle.
And 10 years later, he crossed the line. God damn it, TNA. He had a Hall of Fame career in the WWE, and you didn't even mention that he was a professional wrestler before that.
Oh man, everything about the Hall of Fame right now, and you know it's gonna be his Hall of Fame thing is gonna go into some stupid storyline with Aces and Eights. He's gonna get dragged back into this thing, and it's just gonna be stupid.
I think it's really dumb. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
I'm sorry.
Quack.
Yeah. Did you guys hear who's getting inducted into next year's Hall of Fame?
They said it was gonna be Paul Bearer, right?
Yeah, and the Spanish announce table. Nobody works harder than that.
No one does.
I think it's really dumb that TNA is doing only one person a year, but I understand because if they did one class of 6 or 7, they'd be out of people.
Yeah, they'd be out of people in 2 years.
They'll go to guys who've been there for like a year and a half. So, who wants to go to the Hall of Fame next year?
They're gonna run out of people in like 5 years. Because
Hall of Famer.
Because if AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels continue to work in TNA, they're not gonna have any people who are gonna be considered like. I'm guessing that Kurt Angle's time in TNA is gonna be coming up now that he's gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to do one last match for him at Bound for Glory and then move to WWE.
His contract hasn't expired yet.
But when does it expire?
I don't know.
I thought it was the end of 2013, like very tail end.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he would come back even after WrestleMania 30. That's a big sign. But we're going to have to wait.
He'd be so part-time.
Oh, of course he'd be part-time, but I mean, he'd still be wrestling. I know Angle, I think he said he had a couple more years under his belt.
And Angle deserves, a good send-off, regardless of what he does in his personal life and being a dumbass on Twitter.
I don't care. I don't care if he wrestles just one match at WWE. Who would you want to be Kurt Angle?
Jack Swagger.
Daniel Bryan. That'd be a
Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
The Great Khali.
I'm kicking him. Jonesy has been fired from the Arc of Wrestling. He's going to top turnbuckle.
Oh.
I'm not.
Do they even still exist?
I don't know.
It's a step down.
It is a step down because they suck.
Even from this show.
Fine. I'll have my own streak.
Yeah,
with blackjack and hookers.
You can't even stream Charles multiplayer without lags. How are you gonna get hookers?
With ring rats in the WWE app.
WWE app.
He's got 24-hour stream with the WWE app.
All right.
Like every 5 minutes, it's got to show up on television. Oh my god.
The way they push that, they're gonna do this with everything they discover on the internet. Like
at least this one makes sense. They're making money off of it because they're getting $10 a pop from people.
How are they getting $10 a pop?
Well, I mean, you got to buy the app.
You have to buy the app?
No, it's free.
Is it? I thought you had to buy it.
No.
You have to buy the Rockpocalypse app.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if downloading it from the app gets some revenue.
The Rock game's free too.
Is it? Pushing it.
Yeah. The only thing that WWE was charging for their app system was like a finger wrestler game where you like Angry Birds.
Oh god damn it! That game was awful.
The fact that you played it, Max, kind of questions what you do in your free time.
I actually have the SummerSlam Slingshot game on my phone.
God damn
That's
it, Mike.
the game.
Well, that's
fucking
embarrassing for you.
I don't play it. It just sits there.
I can't get enough. I have to play WWE on my phone.
I still have the Rock's game on my phone too.
I thought you hated The Rock.
I do hate the Rock, but I can't pass
Did it
up a
only
free
work
game.
1 week out of the month?
No, it worked 3 seconds. Then it got blew up. It blew up
Alright.
after 3 seconds.
It's gassed.
The game was like, screw this, I'm gonna lag.
TNA Tag Title Elimination match. Damn it, Hunter.
It's your echo.
Tag team. Okay, TNA Tag Team Elimination match. Daniels and Kazarian versus James Storm and Gunner versus Austin Aries, Bobby Roode versus the Tag Team Champions, Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez. Another very quick-paced match. No matter what tag team match it is, TNA always puts on a good tag team title match. Even if their tag team division is shit, they somehow always know how to put on a good tag team match.
Well, guess what? It was 4 talented guys, 5 talented guys, 2 somewhat talented guys, and Chavo Guerrero. That's what that was.
Oh,
The
okay, wait.
biggest pop he got is when he did something related to Eddie.
Wait, who are the 2 somewhat talented guys?
James Storm and Gunner.
Alright. You think James Storm is somewhat talented?
His moveset reminds me of a lot of Shawn Michaels. It's
Yeah,
like Shawn Michaels and Austin combined, so it's not his own moveset. It's like he's taking 2 completely different movesets and merging them together.
He is the ultimate face.
Yeah,
Well,
Jonathan Coachman is the ultimate face.
That's why people hate James Storm, because he's the ultimate face. And like Jonathan Coachman. Somebody's been watching too much ESPN.
Oh, man. How'd you guys like the match? When you seen it,
It was good when Chavo got eliminated.
No, they didn't do any eliminations until later on in the match.
This is from my Uncle Eddie.
I'm losing this match for you, Eddie.
He died.
Daniels
Seven
and Kazarian
years
was the
ago?
first one to get out.
Wait, what?
Sorry. So Eddie Guerrero died 7 years ago. I think it's time for him to stop pulling that shit out all the time.
I think it's time for Chavo to stop sucking since 1998.
I think it's time for Eddie to stop playing dead and
Come back from the grave.
How would Chavo make any money then?
He'll go to Ring of Honor. Because Eddie will go to TNA.
Alright. Okay, that was weird. The winners of the match and new tag team champions, Gunner and James Storm.
Predictable.
Okay, wait. Can someone explain to me why James Storm and Gunner even came together and are in this feud now?
Storm was looking for a partner
Why?
because he had one of the mystery partner.
Why was he going after the tag titles in the first place?
Because he got involved during a #1 contenders match
Why?
a few weeks ago between Bad Influence and Rude and Aries.
For just no reason?
Yep. So he was the referee.
Why was he the referee?
Because TNA.
He's TNA.
Oh,
There is no logic behind it.
God damn it. You'd think there would.
No.
No. That sucks. Well, now they're tag team champions, and if they don't go for like a southern, like, not necessarily go for what Jack Swagger, okay, essentially going what Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter are doing, but a lot more races.
Like JBL status from 2005?
Yes.
Like throwing Mexicans back over the border.
That's exactly what needs to happen.
That,
And beating their wives. They should beat their wives too.
That'd be awesome.
Should they kick their children as well?
I'd watch the shit out of that. Throw them over that river.
That's exactly what needs to happen. Like, they need to have some sort of gimmick that just crosses the line. Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, they're kind of edgy, but they're not doing anything. But they need somebody who, like, you know, comes up to his girlfriend and smacks her around a little bit and throws Mexicans back over the board.
America.
Yo,
Hear
that's-
about the
Has a
y'all hear
shotgun.
about
Has
what-
twisted.
oh shit.
I just want to see Swagger and Coulter just grab the Spanish announce table and just throw him out of the building for not having a green card. Like you don't have your visa, you're gone.
And Sin Cara.
Yeah, Sin Cara's legal.
No, throw Sin Cara out too.
What about Mysterio?
Mysterio's from San Diego.
He can go too. He can go too.
Kick him in the knee, then drag him out.
If you kick him out, his leg might disintegrate.
I think his knee is worse than.
Uncle Eddie, my knee.
He'll have to borrow what's his face's leg.
Zach Gowen?
Zach Gowen's leg.
Oh my! Can he borrow?
I played Grand Theft Auto 4 with Zach Gowen about a year ago.
Wait! Can he borrow Kamala's legs?
Kamala's amputated legs, just hopping around on those things.
What about Droz's?
Saw him 2 weeks ago.
What about Droz's legs?
One of Kamala's legs probably weighs more than Rey Mysterio itself.
Why you gonna go mess with Kamala? Leave that man alone.
Yeah, I know.
He's fat. He deserves it.
Wow.
Respect the legends. Shit. Well, they're not doing shit.
Diabetes.
Last knockouts standing match. Gail Kim versus Taryn Terrell.
Match of the night.
How pathetic is it when your knockouts match is the match of the night?
I didn't see a lot of the match. So what I saw was the Bulldog. Oh my god, Hunter. I'm
gonna choke him out with his umbilical cord in a minute.
He still has it attached?
Yeah. His mother felt so sorry for him she wouldn't cut it off.
Alright, Hunter. Did you fix your little problem? You did. Oh, no. What the fuck is going on?
God.
Okay.
Is Hunter recording on a potato?
He put his phone in a fish tank.
Hunter?
And he just pulled it out of the water.
Okay, let's talk about this knockouts
What'd you
match.
say?
Let's talk about this knockouts match. What'd you guys like about the match? What made it match of the night?
The RKO off the stage.
Out of nowhere!
The RKO out of nowhere off the stage.
Did you see the other camera angle?
Yeah.
Gail Kim's head just went straight into Taryn Terrell's stomach. It was like botched near the end.
It was pretty much like death.
Yeah. And the crowd was into it.
Yeah,
Nice crowd from
I
Boston.
think the spot of the match was easily the Gail Kim doing a crossbody into like the chair and falling out of the ring.
Hell yeah!
She was dead.
And I love
Extreme.
I love when Gail Kim had the figure 4 on Taryn Terrell in the corner, and Taz was on commentary, whooping like shit. He was like, "Oh yeah, Taryn Terrell has that big pole between her legs, and if Gail Kim gets it any tighter," it was like, "Come on, Taz, you're saying this," and I'm cracking up over here.
By the way, it was a big black pole.
Big black pole.
So it's thicker than most.
Yeah.
It was thicker than Taz O'Neill's dick, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
I'm still mad you won't allow me to put Titus Dig on stream.
No, you're not getting your channel banned.
If I talk to JTV?
Sorry.
Yo, JTV, I just want to put a black dick
JTV's not gonna do it.
I just want to put a black dick on stream.
By the way, we're not on JTV. You moron.
JTV is owned by Twitch.
Yeah, but they're two completely different sites. Two different staffs run the sites.
Well, fuck them.
Twitch's staff is gay, though.
Twitch's staff doesn't control JTV stuff, and JTV staff doesn't control Twitch's stuff, so...
Alright, then I'll talk to Twitch. Shit!
Twitch isn't gonna let you do it either. What's wrong with you?
Damn right they will.
I'll talk to Justin. It'll be okay.
Well, Taryn Terrell wins the knockouts match, and... Wait, who's knockouts champion? Velvet Sky?
Mickey James.
When did that happen?
Last week. Or the week before.
Why didn't they have that on freaking pay-per-view?
Because TNA.
Okay. Is Mickey James heel?
I don't know what They're teasing him.
They're teasing it?
Because Velvet's got a tag gimmick, he didn't help her last week.
Well. Taryn Terrell wins the match with ODB being the ref. Out of nowhere.
ODB's the knockouts ref.
Is she no?
Old dirty bastard.
Yeah. Isn't she still knockouts tag champ with Eric Young?
Those belts still exist?
Apparently, that's what it says on the Impact
Eric
website.
Young's an extreme fisherman, did you know that?
Eric Young had throat surgery for like the 40th time the other day.
Did he?
Yeah, so he won't be back for like probably another 3 months.
He's an extreme fisherman. Did you not know that?
Shut up.
No, he actually has a TV show.
Yeah, and it sucks.
It's awesome.
Well, you like all that redneck stuff.
So.
Well, yeah.
No, so you are a redneck confirmed.
No, I don't watch NASCAR like you losers.
You watch Animal Planet, that's redneck enough for me.
God, you guys are so fucking stupid. Okay.
I got him again, you shut up.
Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles.
Oh, we haven't seen this match before.
Yeah, honestly, from what I've watched of it, it was nothing different than the other matches that we had between these two. That's what sucks about TNA. It's pretty much gotten to the point where everybody has faced everybody, and so they're just flip-flopping faces and heels around just so we get a different kind of aspect on everything. And yeah. Nothing... What?
The ending of it...
Oh yeah,
AJ should have won the match.
It was a roll-up win, right?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, stupid.
So why did Styles lose this one?
Who knows? But it kills his momentum. Who left?
Yeah.
Wait, well, why did he leave? Oh yeah. All right then, let's keep going.
So Kurt Angle wins the next TNA Hall of Famer. Congratulations, Mr. Angle. Go back to WWE. No holds barred match at the last match of the night for the TNA World Heavyweight Title: Sting versus Bully Ray. In another attempt by TNA to continue the Aces and Eights storyline until it's milk fucking dry.
I didn't get to see the ending because, for whatever reason, the cable company at my friend's house decided to turn the pay-per-view off.
Pretty much what happened was Bully Ray won, and then they stood over Sting.
Go figure.
Yeah. Mr. Anderson threw in a hammer and hit Sting midair. And yeah, and that's all that happened. So now we're getting yet another 4 months of Aces and Eights being like, oh yeah, we beat your best guy, and then fucking Hardy probably beats Chris Sabin for the TNA World Heavyweight title. Or no, he beats Chris Sabin for the X Division title to become the #1 contender. I don't know, I have a fucking feeling it's gonna happen.
How can Bully Ray go for the X Division title?
What?
Oh, I'm gonna... Hunter.
What?
Fix your
No, it's fine, it's fine. What'd you say, Mike?
Echo.
How's Bully Ray gonna go for the X Division title?
No, I'm talking about Hardy's gonna go after the X Division title. He's gonna win it from Sabin, and then he's gonna cash it in.
He can't.
Why?
There's a weight limit.
Do you think fucking TNA gives a shit?
Actually, yeah, you do. There's a weight limit now. He can't be the X Division champion.
Alright, well, fuck. So Chris Sabin's actually gonna be going to Bound for Glory?
No, he's gonna be at Destination X.
Or Destination X.
It's gonna be Bully Ray and AJ Styles that's Bound for Glory.
So AJ Styles is gonna beat Sabin?
No. For one, you do know that the Bound for Glory series, the only way Sabin goes to Bound for Glory for the belt is if he wins the Bound for Glory series.
No, I'm talking about X Division.
Sabin can only cash in the belt at Destination X.
Alright.
He can't go past Destination X. If he doesn't want to cash the belt in, then he's still champion after then.
Alright.
But the only way he can go to Bound for Glory to go for the big belt is if he wins the Bound for Glory series.
Alright.
Which I don't see him doing. If he's even in it, which I doubt.
Okay. So, from what we know right now, is that Bully Ray is still World Heavyweight Champion. Aces and Eights is still gonna. Aces and Eights is gonna bypass their 1 year as a storyline because I think they started on the 16th of June.
I don't know.
Something like that. So, yep, Aces and Eights continuing till past. I think personally they're gonna end at Bound for Glory. Like I said, fucking.
Yeah, AJ's gonna win the belt.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw away that whole thing where AJ can't go for the belt. Hogan's gonna be like, nope. AJ's a savior.
Well, no, well, when did AJ? Well, okay, wait, because he said that he couldn't go after the World Heavyweight title for a year, right?
Yeah, and
After-
Bound for Glory would be before the year's up.
All right.
Because he lost the belt. He lost that match at Turning Point, which was in November. So it would be a month before that ban was up. Since Bound for Glory doesn't exist anymore, does that mean what?
What?
Big Fish just said, since Bound for Glory doesn't exist anymore, does that mean AJ can't compete for the belt ever? Shut up. Shut up.
What do you mean Bound for Glory doesn't exist anymore?
He's trolling you.
All right.
Bravo, Big Fish. Bravo.
Bully
No,
Ray
it's not.
wins, still TNA World Heavyweight Champion. What do you guys think of the pay-per-view? I need a...
Sounded like a 10 out of 10 pay-per-view to me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep.
Mike, what'd you think?
4 botched Twist of Fates from West Briscoe out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought this was a pretty good pay-per-view.
The only matches that really wowed me were the tag title match, the X Division title match, and the last knockout standing.
See, I'd give it more of like a 7.
The TV title and the world title were extremely predictable. You could see it coming a mile away.
I thought that was so entertaining.
Yeah, but I like it to be unpredictable. So I don't. If I don't
Can't
see
get
something
everything you
coming, I
want,
don't.
Mike.
I wish.
This is a man's world.
This is it's also a TNA pay-per-view, so you are correct.
I didn't watch it, but I'm going to give it a 7.
All right, I give it a
Is it-
7.
Sounded pretty good.
Is that score from a Twins game or something?
We won 10-0 today, so
Who'd you beat?
I could give it a 10 out of 10.
Who'd you beat?
Doesn't matter. We
Yeah,
still
it
beat
does. Who'd you beat?
You
the
just know.
Mariners.
Oh, the Mariners. Oh well, that's like beating a minor league team.
Yo, the Angels beat the
Okay.
Mariners. I went to that game.
Nah.
All right.
Well, at least it's not like the Wild won anything in life.
Like those shows.
All right, Jonesy, how'd you think about the pay-per-view, or did you even watch it?
I didn't get to watch it, but from it sounds good. So maybe.
What?
He said, I said it.
What did you? What?
What the fuck
Mike's-
was that? It sounded like you were skipping. Like,
What? Skipping now? Am I
You were like,
okay? Oh, I was skipping. Oh,
you're doing it
do I
again.
sound fine now?
no. All right.
People skipping now. Are people? Why is it doing
Yeah,
it?
you're derping. You're derping.
now?
You are derping hard, Jonesy. I'm about to
Remove
leave the
your
call
mic.
and get back in.
There you go.
All right. Dr. Quack, how's it going?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, sir. Doing good. How about we start with your little interview right now?
Greg's doing it now too.
I'm
What the
I'm
hell's
doing
going on?
it.
Yeah.
Why am I doing it?
Is it just skipped on you?
Damn it.
Yeah, it's getting a little scary.
You want me? You
It's
want
just being scareable.
Here,
you want
Restart the call. I'll keep the podcast going for you
Okay.
guys on this side.
Okay.
Okay. Restart the call. We are still here, guys. This is a small interruption on our behalf. So just stay with us. We're all getting back in the call. We're all fixing this problem right now.
Am I here?
Are y'all here?
Yep.
You want me to, baby?
God.
Don't you want me? Oh.
Jonesy, you're skipping.
Saying the wrong
It's
stuff,
weird.
Jonesy.
It's like taking whatever you're about to say and it puts it. I don't know what it's doing, Jonesy. Skype is fucking manipulating like time and space right now.
What the hell is Skype doing?
You're fine with me.
Okay.
Let me get. I'm skipped. Aren't I? Hang on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, we're never gonna get to this interview. Am I skipping at least?
Yeah, you're still
Yeah,
skipping.
you're skipping.
I'm still skipping?
Hunter, are you skipping?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if I'm skipping.
Yeah, you're skipping.
Okay, how about this? Joker, you wanna host a call?
Sound speaking Chinese.
Joker.
I can't even hear Joker.
Hey, shut up. Joker.
Fine.
You want to host the call? I can't hear a word you're saying, dude. You got to speak into your microphone.
Said sure.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna end it. And you host it.
Okay, end it. Come on. All right, guys. Really quickly. I'm sorry. This is not even going to be edited out. This is the stupid part. So,
Somebody think.
Well,
all right. This is going to probably be better.
Well,
Okay.
like,
Everybody here?
Because we don't
Alright.
edit. Because we don't edit our shows. This entire thing that's been going on right now is going to be in this podcast.
no, it's not. We're fixing that.
So,
Don't
Dr.
be that
Quack,
lazy.
good sir, you have said you are.
Hunter, shut up.
You've said you've wrestled 15 years. Let me ask you the first question, like we ask all our wrestlers. How'd you get started?
Well, I was in the Army at the time. I was down at Fort Hood, and I was on a combat medic back in the Army. I sat down, and my buddy Larry Purley came up to me and said, "Hey, did you read the Fort Hood Sentinel?" I said, "Nah, what's up?" And he showed it to me, and basically it had an article about my trainer, which was the Necro Butcher. And it said, a bunch of things going on, how he trained another guy that is now my tag partner, Michael Madoff. And it said, if you want to be a pro wrestler, call this number. And, I've been following wrestling since I was 4 years old. And I basically came out there and I went out to train and, that became how I got in.
All right. Do you have what was I gonna say? Your trainer. What's his name again?
The Necro Butcher.
Necro
Seen him in the
Butcher.
wrestler with the staple gun.
I have. When I actually looked him up, he looked very familiar. Like I've seen him before. Can you say any info on him? Because when I tried doing research on you, I couldn't actually find a lot.
Well, right now, I can tell you that he's in Japan right now, actually working, I believe, a 6-month tour.
Oh, all right.
He was trained by Black Bart.
Oh yeah, I know
and-
Black Bart.
Yeah, he was trained by him. They actually had a little bit of heat in their days, but I don't know. I think it's gotten better. But, yeah, he actually trained me down in Fort Hood where he started in Texas, and he moved all over, wrestled for many feds, ROH, TNA at one point.
All right. Could you tell us what kind of promotions you've worked for in the past?
I have worked for, my first match was for Shawn Michaels TWA in 99.
Ooh, very nice.
And I've wrestled all over the South. I've wrestled for people like AWA Tennessee. I've wrestled for the AWN. I've wrestled for Harley Race's World of Wrestling. I'm now currently working in New Jersey with New Moon Rising Wrestling.
Oh, all right.
I've traveled pretty much all around.
No, yeah, that sounds. So you were talking about your first match at Shawn Michaels. What was it? TWA.
Yep, TWA in Lufkin, Texas.
How was that experience like?
I was very nerve-wracked. I'll tell you, my first match, it was very scary.
Were you?
I got put
Did
in-
you get to train with Michaels himself, or was he?
No, actually, he was the owner of the promotion, but that night he was not there.
All right.
And basically, they came up to me. I was working a guy named Big John Murder, my first match. The Murder comes up to me and says, "All right, kid, you're going to take on Murder, and he's going to go over, and then these two guys are going to come in and, going to knock him down." I said, "All right, that'll work." And basically being a rookie, I followed his lead. And I'll tell you, working that guy was totally different because, Necro, if you've ever seen his matches, is what we like to call stiff.
Oh yeah. I know
He
a
is
couple
very-
stiff wrestlers in wrestling right now.
Right, he's what they like to call a hardcore man, and this guy threw light punches, and it was very hard to sell. When you're sitting there getting air punched and barely love tapped, it was very hard to sell. It was definitely a difficult thing.
what about some other experience that you've had in the ring? Anything notable in your career? Because when I tried doing research on you, when Mike first told me that you were going to be a guest on the show, I was like, I'm going to do some research on this guy. I want to know as much as I can about him. But I couldn't find any. The bios I could try to find on you were very sparse. They were very small. I couldn't find a lot about you. So if you could tell me about more of your career, I'd love to hear it.
Well, I have, like I said, I've wrestled for the AWA Tennessee. I ended up winning the Mid-South title in a stretcher match in front of 2,000 people against a guy named Sean Dempsey.
Oh, wow.
Really talented. And the objective of a stretcher match is to knock your opponent unconscious so bad they can carry him out.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
I'll continue, please.
Okay. I mean, pretty much, it's like I wasn't worried about titles. Everybody always worries about, I need to go over, I need to win. My job out there was, as a heel, to piss people off, to make them upset. When a good guy beats me, they're happy. When I pull the tights and cheat, they're upset, and that's what I do. I keep putting asses in the seats.
Oh, very nice.
Do you have a favorite match you've ever wrestled?
Say again?
Do you have a favorite match you've ever wrestled?
Yeah, that one, the stretcher match was one of my favorites, and the other match I wrestled was against a guy named Big Papa. He was a part of a team called BCI, Bad Company Inc., down in Cookeville, Tennessee. I had a big rivalry with him and my tag team partner at one time, which was Backstreet. And me and him, we had a real classic one out there in Livingston. It was like there was about 200 people there, and the fans loved it. I was trying to hit his finisher, and I come off his shoulders. Actually, I'm sorry, he's trying to hit his finisher. I'm coming off his shoulders, and I come back, and he schoolboys me in the finish, and I'm like, it just totally threw off the fans.
Oh yeah,
very nice. How about what are your influences in wrestling right now?
My influences was Mick Foley and Doink the Clown, believe it or not.
Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown to me because he was always out there to entertain the fans, and that's kind of like what I am, the entertainer. I'm out there to get their goat, to piss them off. Yeah, I'm not talking babyface Doink. I'm talking, heel Doink.
Oh, wow. Heel Doink was always my favorite.
Oh, yeah, he was up there. I mean, Mick Foley, of course. I mean, I do a lot of things where I will do the elbow off the side of the apron onto the concrete. My mother watched my first match, and she goes, "You look like a modern-day Michael Myers because I can take a licking and keep on ticking."
That's awesome.
I mean...
continue.
I'm sorry?
Continue.
Okay. I've wrestled down in Georgia. I've wrestled down for AWN down there in Fort Valley. Actually, that's where my agent's at. He's helped me out with some bookings. A guy named Eric Nelson. He's doing some shows and trying to promote. I've wrestled in West Virginia. Wrestled there for WVWA, where I got to meet some, really decent workers.
Very strong wrestling state.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean,
used to be a lot stronger back in the days.
Others, but all of them are decent.
Yeah.
Have you
and I
ever
got
worked
to wrestle Harley
overseas?
Race. That was kind of a funny story there because my friend comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, you want to work a battle royal for WoW?" I said, "I don't care, whatever." And I have to say this: the Midwest worker compared to the South is totally different. The South guys, they are tough.
They are tough. Yeah.
Physical.
The entire training of between South and West workers are completely different.
The Midwest people, they're very light. It's somewhat hard to sell. It depends. I've worked for two different feds up there, like that one and another one, but that other one was really horrible. Some of these guys know what they're doing, other ones don't.
And can you talk about more of your current promotion that you're working with right now?
Right now, I'm working for New Moon Rising Wrestling up in New Jersey.
All right.
They're a good group of people. They draw pretty well compared to some feds I've seen. They actually draw about 250, which that's a lot for today's age.
Oh yeah.
They have good guys up there like Tank Holland. He's been on SmackDown. Michael Madoff, like I said, my partner. He's been to the E. They have a lot of good guys. Zach Gowan and Greg Iron were up there for the Handicap Heroes last show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a thing against anti-bullying, which is an awesome thing. My shoot job, I actually work as a CNA taking care of people. And it was good to meet him, to explain my story of it,
And do you have any? Okay. Let me try to put it in. Have you wrestled anybody with a lot of experience? Like, do you like any
You mean a
legends? Do
name?
you remember wrestling? Have you?
Here we go. I wrestled a guy named Moondog Spot
Moondog Spot.
from the 70s, 80s.
All right. I'm trying to remember because I loved the wrestling back in the old days. But
Well, have you ever heard of the Moondogs? Moondog Spot, Moondog Rex?
no, I do
And,
not remember those guys.
I understand you guys are a younger crowd. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
But basically, right, we're out there doing a 6-man. And there's this kid. He came from Japan. I won't mention his name, but he came from Japan and, thought he was king of the world, because he just came off tour, thought he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, we're doing this 6-man. He's partnered with Moondog Spot, and I'm partnered with 2 other guys, right? I can't remember the other 3. But during this match, we go into a Pier 6 brawl, and we go out here, and this guy comes up with his bull rope, right? Tries to come up and put it around my neck, and he's like, "Who trained you, kid? You don't know how to work. You don't know what you're doing," right? So I, of course, got pissed off, and I punched him square in the pecker.
Oh shit.
Right? Dropped him, threw him into a concrete wall that was near me, knocked him out.
Oh.
So I run into the ring, right? Because I'm going in there just to work. Moondog grabs me. Moondog used to carry a bone that was about like 3-4 feet long, right? Caveman kind of guy. If you ever watch the tape on it, you'll see. But he grabs me around the back of the throat, and he says, "Here, just stay here, kid." And I said, "All right." I'm sitting here holding my breath, trying to sell. And out come the locker room, right? Because this was a co-promotional show. The promotion I was working with, they came out, and one of the guys named the Freak, he was about 140 pounds soaking wet, little tiny guy. I laughed, right?
Yeah.
He comes up and he starts smacking Moondog on the back, and I'm like, and I broke character. I was like, "Will you get the fuck away?" Trying to sell this, I'm like, damn, it's still a show. I got to go out there and perform, And that kid, he wouldn't even talk. The promoter apologized to me. I said, "Don't worry about it, whatever." That kid got what he got,
Yeah.
It's about the only shoot I was ever involved in.
Wow.
I mean, most of the time it's about respect in this business, and that's what we do. We can hurt each other, but why do it? It's not good for the show.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be able to put on a show every week. So.
Right. Hey, you want to hear a good story?
What?
Yeah, I got one for you.
All right.
My gimmick, this could have been my gimmick. Necro Butcher, right? He comes up, we're riding in a car, right? And we're riding to a show, and I'm just getting ready to finish training. And he comes up and says, "Hey, I think I got a new gimmick for you." And he's talking to this other guy, Jeremy, who was also training with me. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the butcher, and we're gonna have Jeremy be the baker, and you're gonna be the candlestick maker." I was like, what the hell, He's drunk off his ass, of course, but that's I'm like, this is nuts, man. Ain't no way I'm pulling a candlestick maker out. My character, which ironic, you'll love this. They call me Dr. Quack. I'm what they call an evil proctologist. There's nothing more badass than that. And I come out there in my black scrubs and purple gloves, and I got my catchphrase: "If you're not down with the sickness, I got 2 fingers for you."
Really quickly, how did you get your gimmick?
This is a good one. Right? I'm in the Army, right, and I'm riding with my guy who later became my manager, right? And we're riding down the road, and I'm sitting here. I was the first gimmick called Davey Kemp. I was a no-name jobber that got his ass kicked, right? That's how I broke in this business.
All right.
And basically, I was like, dude, I got to do something medical. It's what I know. I've been in medicine now for a few years. And he's like, "Come on, you quack." It was just like, boom. Dr.
Instantaneously
Quack.
right there.
Yeah, and he later became my manager, Harry M. Owens HMO. Like, I would come out there to Down with the Sickness. That was my theme song. And I would come out there and I would shake the patient's hand, the fan. And, like, as soon as I'd touch him, I was like, ugh, and I'd scringe back and I'd put a glove on, and he would handle the bill.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we pissed a lot of people off. Of course, we're down in Texas, and he comes out with a promo. He's out there like, so how many proud Texans do we have? And everybody's like, woo! And they're like, why? You're the second biggest state, top loser. You know, you guys do have the best concussion center thanks to Troy Aikman and the All-Star Drug Rehab football team.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he went out with a lot of stuff. We had trash thrown in the ring on that. They were heated.
All right. And you're training people now, right?
Yes, I am. I've actually trained about 20 people, you know, guys that have been in this indie business, you know, from different parts, like some in West Virginia, some in Tennessee. I've trained 2 females out of the 20. One was my manager, Nurse Phoenix, and she went on to model for Lowrider Magazine and Harley Davidson Magazine.
All right.
Yeah, she done a lot of stuff. The other one, she went, you know, she went stayed a manager over in West Virginia. She's not doing too bad at it.
All right. Because because you had 2 guys with you, right, over at where you are right now. You have 2 of your
Yeah, they're both
trainees.
sitting right here. They're
Oh, very
actually
nice.
on their 4th week of training.
Ooh, very nice. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad. You know, we're just
Let's hope not.
fundamentals.
All right. Well, any other last words? We could. Because do you have anything to promote? Anything that you want to push out to our fans out there to let them know?
Well, I will say this: if you're looking for training, me and my partner Michael Madoff, who, like I said, he's been to the Fed, he's been many a places, worked many a big game. We're both training people right now. So if you would like to contact me, you can find me on Facebook at Jeremiah Cal, or you can find a way to contact me through this show. That's fine.
All right. Yeah, we'll definitely. If you guys ever want to get in contact with Dr. Quack, we'll send him a quick message straight to you. Get you guys into contact with him. Quick question: Do you have anybody that you want to wrestle in the future? Maybe that you get the opportunity to wrestle.
Me, I think like the perfect match I would love to do once is just to work Al Snow.
Al Snow. Okay. Any reasoning behind that?
Al Snow was one of my favorites because, I mean, it was funny. He always got underrated in Vince Land. But, yeah, you look at his ECW days, he was an excellent worker.
Oh, he was a great worker.
Right, he was a great technician. He knew how to come out there and do the match and do it well. And I would love to work him, you know, because like in my early days, I felt like a part of the job squad, you know, kind of like the pin me, pay me kind of deal. And you'll laugh because when I was a kid, my hero was not Hulk Hogan, okay?
Let me guess. You were,
was the Honky Tonk Man.
The Honky Tonk Man. All right.
Because he came out there with the cool arrogance. And,
longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, so.
Right.
Pink Cadillac.
All right. Well, Mr. Dr. Quack. I'm sorry. Dr. Quack, thank you for being on our podcast.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's been real.
It definitely, like, if you ever want to come back on, and we'll definitely get a much more set up interview for you. One of the things I want to ask you to try is maybe upload a lot more of your work. Because when I first started trying to look for you, I saw the stretcher match that's on your YouTube, and I also saw, which I think is another match with what says Backstreet and BCI. And
right, that was a tag team match.
That was the tag team. All right. I thought those were great videos I got to watch, and I would love to have a lot more things to take a look at.
Okay, I will make sure I upload. I'm sorry. Back in the days when I was wrestling, I didn't have a lot of people videotaping.
All right. No, but yeah, definitely, I would love to check out a lot more of your stuff, and thank you for definitely being on our podcast. We appreciate it, and we'll get all the links we can from you. We'll link you to your Facebook and your YouTube and everything. And
sounds great. Thank you so much.
Oh,
He's an
thank
awesome
you.
Dude. Really
Awesome.
Check him out.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I guess we'll call it for our podcast. If you want to join us for our pop off and botch, let me give you a quick rundown. A pop is anything that you found, because I know you don't watch wrestling a whole lot these times, right? You don't watch WWE a lot.
I watch WWE every now and then when I got time.
All right. Well, just a quick thing. This is what we do. We give a quick rundown of the week. A pop someone we give praise to in the company right now, who's doing good, who's keeping us entertained. Our flop is, the pretty much the opposite, someone who hasn't been doing so great, and so forth. And our botch is pretty much like a fuck you of the week. So, if you, we'll start with Mike's. I know Mike just typed his out. His pop is Tonight's Show at TNA. His flop is the predictability from Tonight's Show. And the botch is the ending of the 6-man tag. Hunter, how about you do you pop, flop, and botch?
I got 2 pops.
Ooh, very nice.
First is Curtis Axel, because he's from Minnesota and he's a fucking
Are you
perfect.
Are you excited for?
Yes, I am. I'm very excited. He's going to be the reason I start watching wrestling again.
Wow.
Did you pop a boner when he did the perfect flex?
Yes, I did. Popped a perfect boner for his perfect flex.
Let's hope his momentum runs with
my
that.
second pop is for me coming back to the podcast.
And you're going to be gone next week.
Maybe. My flop goes to TNA because it just sounded like it sucked. And my botch goes to Mike for being a total D-bag tonight. Fuck you, Mike.
Because his Skype has been derping like crazy. Joker, you've been here.
My pop goes to being back home.
That's a pop. Have you not been watching wrestling?
I only watched Raw last week, and that's it.
Alright.
But that's really the only show I ever watch anyway. So. Flop goes to not finding what. Well, nope, never mind. Sorry. My flop goes to. No, I guess I have a flop.
No flop and a botch.
No botch either. Everything's pretty much okay so far. No, wait, no, I do have a botch after all. For being bored doing my zombie marathon.
Zombie marathon.
Yeah, I try to do a zombie marathon almost every year, but ever since 2011, it's gotten really boring.
Okay, Big Fish, are you there? Ryan. If not, we'll move on to Jonesy. Jonesy, pop, flop, and botch, sir.
I don't have much this week. I don't really have a pop. My flop probably goes to me because I didn't watch the TNA pay-per-view. And my botch, I don't really have a botch either.
Wow, this is just a great week for this.
It is. It's just an amazing week for everybody.
I had 2 pops, 1 flop, and a botch. You guys suck.
Dr. Quack, do you want to go at pop, flop, and botch?
Sure, I'll do that.
All right.
I believe has to go to Swagger and Zeb Collier. I mean, I believe they're doing a great job out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're drawing the heat. They're doing it well. My flop almost has to go to Teddy Long. I just believe he's just getting
old. He's just getting tired. Oh, are we still good? Oh, it's very quiet. I think we've derped again. Okay, well, I think I'll just go for my pop, flop, and botch because Dr. Quack over here is having some problems. My pop goes to. Ooh. All right, we're having some problems with the call in general, so I'll just end the podcast with my pop, flop, and botch. My pop goes to Curtis Axel. I think he's one of the up-and-coming talents here. Oh, wait, are we back?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Joker. Is everybody else good?
No one else came back into the call.
No, the call started, but we're doing pretty good right now. I guess we're just going to end it. We're having some problems. Yeah, Skype is definitely having some problems tonight. All right, I'll just do my pop and botch and we'll end this. My pop goes to Curtis Axel. I'm very excited what they do. Mark Henry is... not Mark Henry. Who the fuck am I talking about? Paul Heyman, I think he could. If there's anybody to push Joe Henning to the moon, it's Paul Heyman. But I think they have to stick with it. They cannot allow any slip up. Curtis Axel needs to have momentum at least till WrestleMania 30 if we're ever going to believe that he could have any momentum whatsoever. My flop goes to... Oh, I wanted to talk about it, but everybody just started derping. Chikara is apparently having their last show. From what I'm hearing, they had an IPV, a pay-per-view, an internet pay-per-view tonight. I can't remember what it's called, but apparently it's the last pay-per-view, or it's going to be the last show in general for Chikara, but I'm not too sure if that's official or what's behind that at all. So I'll be very sad that Chikara is if they have their last match, because I've always wanted to watch Chikara. I've always wanted to get into it because I thought it was a very interesting concept and an awesome show just to begin with. So very sad to hear that that Chikara could be closing. And my botch, I don't know, not a lot of people botch this week from what I can remember. So I'll just give it to... Damn, I don't even have a botch. It's weird because I remember when we first... I remember the reason why we created the botch, the little botch segment, because of Sin Cara. And now he doesn't even appear on TV anymore, so we can't fucking give it to the Botchzilla himself. So, I guess that's it for the podcast. Sorry for all these stupid interruptions with Skype. We're recording this live because who the fuck knows. So thank you. This is the Arc of Wrestling, and you can catch us next week. Actually, not next week. You're going to catch us next Monday. Not this coming Monday, but the Monday after for our Raw show. So you can follow us on the links all below, and I will definitely put Wrestling Subtitles links and Dr. Quack's links in below too. If you want to get into contact with Dr. Quack, please message me. If you message us if you want to get into contact with him, or you can just get into contact with him himself, probably through his Facebook page or something. So yeah, definitely catch us next week or whenever. See you guys. Bye bye.